Hey my good friend, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus has been revealed, and there's a lot to talk about. So let's have our first look right now. Following the footsteps of Buick, the latest American brand to shift production of a mainstream model to China is Lincoln, with the all-new 2024 Nautilus midsize luxury SUV. It arrives early next year, replacing the current model, which is built in North America. The Lincoln Nautilus has always been shared with the Ford Edge SUV, and because Ford has canceled that model for 2024 here in the United States, it made sense to send showrooms a rebadged version of the Chinese market Ford Edge instead. Styling carries the latest iteration of Lincoln's design themes, which include sharper lines and surfaces and details a bit more original, not like the pasted-on Bentley look we've seen for the past near decade. Wheel sizes will start with standard 19-inch alloys ranging up to 22 inches on top models. LED lighting is standard fare all around, including available H2 pixel headlamps. The taillights at the rear feature an entertaining animation, and at the front an LED signature bar with illuminated Lincoln logo. Still a two-row 5-passenger model, it grows slightly in size with a more streamlined and less bulky silhouette. The interior brings likely the most of the surprises for the new design, featuring a dazzling full-width digital display that can be customized. Called Lincoln Embrace, the screen lights up and welcomes you when you get behind the wheel in Las Vegas style. A center touchscreen is located closer to the driver to use as an interface. Details impress, like a flat-top steering wheel, which is really more of a squircle than a circle, mostly so that you can see over it into that digital wall. Switchgear speaks to the luxury language with upgraded details like crystal knobs and piano key shift selector. There's also a set of functionalities called Lincoln Rejuvenate, which can give you a visual and auditory experience when parked to chill you out. You can also upgrade the experience with digital scents for the cabin, which tie into the curated themes. Fun! When actually driving, the Lincoln Nautilus will be available with the latest generation of Blue Cruise semi-autonomous driving features, as well as a host of passive-aggressive driver assistance systems. Powering the new Lincoln Nautilus will be two engine teams. The first, the venerable 2-liter turbocharged Ecoboost 4-cylinder engine with 250 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque, which comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive standard. The big news is a new turbocharged hybrid which utilizes the 2-liter Ecoboost 4 along with an electrified hybrid transmission similar to what's offered in other Ford hybrid models. It offers up to 310 horsepower and will be the top engine option also with standard all-wheel drive. A fully independent suspension features adaptive dampers that can give you everything from the traditional Lincoln waterbed ride to something a bit more modern and sporty via the various drive modes. The all-new Lincoln Nautilus, built at the Chang'an Hangzhou assembly plant, will arrive stateside early in 2024. Pricing starts at about $50,000 for the base reserve model and ranges up to $75,000 for a black label. Add some options into the mix and you can top out at about $80,000. Order banks are open right now. All right, my friends, there you go for the 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Now, while I think that the headline of Ford bringing vehicles in from China for the North American market is pretty big news, what I really think is the big news here is that new Ecoboost hybrid powertrain. And the reason I think that is big is because that's something that can not only be competitive with some of the other vehicles that this competes against, but also something that can be arriving in some of the American models like the Ford Bronco Sport, the Ford Escape, the Ford Maverick, the Lincoln Corsair, and so on. So that is really, I think, that's the thing that really got my attention most when I was reading over all the information on this new vehicle, and we'll see what comes in the next year or so. Now, obviously, a test drive is in order. Hopefully that'll be early next year sometime. Until then, you can see our latest video right there, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. Stay informed of everything we do. Stay tuned.